Guys, you are now watching a clip from the Fellas podcast. You can listen to the full podcast exclusively on Spotify for free. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed, and follow the podcast. Boys, what did you think? What did you think? What did you think? I'm talking to you.
Oh, if you said plural, boys.
Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. It's finally over.
Thank God.
It's not over.
No, I mean, the first fight's finally over.
Do you know what? Yeah, this was the most excited fight I've been excited for.
What?
This was the this fight was the most I've been excited for in like the last 2-3 years.
Yeah, I was
actually gassed for this fight because this fight I feel like there's actually more than just like YouTube stuff on the line. Like Tommy Fury, if he lost, it's an L.
Yeah,
his whole family. He's getting disowned.
And it was like Jake Paul was like, can he beat like a proper professional boxer?
You know what? This fight went just perfectly because if Tommy loses, his career's done.
Yeah.
Like it's actually done. He's lost the YouTuber Jake Paul.
Yeah.
But if Jake lost, it's like, oh well, he got beat by a professional boxer.
Yeah.
So really, like the best, like Jake losing wasn't the worst outcome.
I feel like there was no bad outcome really there for Jake. Like
I feel like this
really
is a
bad.
win-win for Jake.
Yeah, because he's lost to someone who's meant to be fucking good anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, he's done so well in the run-up. He had 6-0.
Yeah.
And now he's going to get a rematch anyway. And they're all going to make a bag.
Oh, they're going to make so much money. Well, apparently Jake made 7 mil from this one and Tommy 4. So no surprise, they're going to do a rematch.
Yeah, I think the fact that there's a lot of money at stake will be more appetizing for the rematch, but I don't think he should take it.
I think
you don't think Tommy should take it?
No, he shouldn't.
No,
he's won, mate. He's won. He needs to... Think up. Jake was chatting a lot of shit.
You got to think of the bread.
Yeah, but Tommy can do...
Nah.
He'll make...
If it is
having a rematch with Jake Paul, bro.
If it is 4
No, it'll be more. It'll be more.
Okay, so it's going to be more. Absolutely, you got to take that. He smoked him.
Because you can go 2 ways.
He's just going to win again.
So we go one way of like, I beat you now. I don't need to prove anything. Like, why would I waste my time on you now?
Yeah.
Which is, I think would be the better way to do it because then it's like, he's taking the more high ground. But instead, he's been baited into a rematch because now he's like, oh, I know I can beat you, so let me do it again. Let me get more money.
Wasn't there a rematch clause though?
Yeah, but you didn't have to. You didn't have
There
to do
is
it.
a rematch clause.
But I didn't think you have to do it, did you?
I don't know the rules on
That's
this.
why it's in the
but
contract.
if someone does, one of the two does activate it, I'm pretty sure you kind of have to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think
that's why it's in the contract.
Oh, well, get that bread,
Yeah.
man.
Huh?
Get the bread.
Yeah.
Just eat the bread. Eat the baguette.
As
eat
I
the
said to
sourdough.
Chip, you got to walk to the bakery.
This fucking podcast is a shit show.
Yo, I can't lie though. We underestimated a professional boxer against a YouTuber.
Well, we're fucking morons, that's why.
We got hooked into the hype. Tommy Fury said it correct, you know. In one of the interviews, he said it correct. He said, you do realise, you lot, if Jake didn't have like 20 million followers and was like all this and that, you would think, obviously I'm going to win. And he's right.
Yeah. I had Jake Paul down, round 6 knockout. I had the money on it. I said it on the podcast and everything. And he actually was getting toyed with in there.
I called a draw for it to go the distance. And when Jake knocked Tommy down in like, was it round 8 or round 7?
I thought that was 7. I thought it was going to be
round 7.
There was a knockdown in round 7, right? When he put him on his ass. I thought that might have got him the draw. Alas, it didn't.
Yeah, once that happened, by the way, all of Twitter was like, yeah, that's it. They're going to do this as a
because
draw
we even said when we were watching the fight towards the end, we were like, oh, they're just going to make it a draw. It's going to be the rematch, blah, blah, blah. We all know boxing's fixed and whatnot. But no.
I'm so glad they didn't bottle it, man.
Yo, one of the judges scored the fight in Jake Paul's favor.
Yeah, that's dodgy.
That was weird. But there was one American judge. And it was definitely him.
Yeah.
He definitely got a few primes under the table.
I don't understand how he could watch that and be like, yeah, Jake Paul, yeah.
I feel like Tommy had it under control. But I tell you what, give credit where credit is due because Jake Paul's got a chin on him. He's got a chin on him.
Yeah.
You want to know something funny?
What? Go on then, what's funny?
I don't know. I can't out it like this.
Well, talking of correct predictions, I got it right.
Yeah, you did.
Tommy Fury decision.
Well done.
So my missus and the girls were talking last night, and obviously they'd heard us say he's got a chin on him, and she was like talking like, "Oh yeah, he's got a really big chin. Like, yeah, his chin's bigger than Tommy's, so he can take more punches."
Your missus. Oh,
but also
hell.
Someone else's missus was like, they were really discussing how Jake's got a bigger chin.
Bless
you gotta rate it. You gotta rate it. Everyone enjoyed it, mate. You know what? I bet this did numbers because everyone's Be Real. Everyone I knew was watching this fight, which not normally happens.
What do you think JJ is thinking?
He's thinking, oh God.
I saw him tweet thinking he could beat both Jake and Tommy.
To be fair, if anyone's going to beat Tommy out of the YouTubers, it's obviously Jake and KSI. But I think Tommy proved the golfing quality is just like, it's clear.
I do think that
he was so much better than Jake. Like round by round, I think Jake won 2, in my opinion. I mean, I'm no boxing expert, but you can see the punches that land and the punches that don't. It was clear.
5-3, 6-2.
It would look quite sluggish, Jake Paul.
But you're forgetting that JJ has the heart of a lion.
No, he does.
You ain't wrong. But I don't know, man. I feel like we're disrespecting Tommy Fury a bit now. I think we did it before. Now we've seen it. I mean, he didn't knock him out, and he did go the full distance with a YouTuber.
Yeah. But I feel like he had the fight under control. Jake looked really tired as well.
He was a lot better.
Everyone kept saying Tommy's going to gas after 2-3 rounds. He didn't.
I do think JJ definitely could beat Jake Paul now, though, after watching that.
I think JJ beats Jake Paul 100%. Purely on heart and like wanting it more.
Yeah,
but
JJ's
there's
got
no
the dog.
denying that Jake's had more experience now, which will count for something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you think but the annoying thing is now we're gonna have to wait so long until that fight.
Yeah, because now
we've got a rematch. We got a rematch.
Is that Jake Paul and Tommy fight that's going to be near the end of the year then, right?
Is it going to happen this year? Is it going to happen this year?
Well,
and do you
it
know
was originally like marked for December, wasn't it? Then I think it would happen like August now.
I hope so. And you know where they should do it? London.
Where? I agree. It has to be in London.
Would slap in London.
It would bang.
It would bang. It would sell out. I think Tommy's got the reach now in London. After beating Jake Paul, he's got like UK behind him.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
sorry.
also as the winner.
Are you saying KSI Jake Paul was supposed?
No, I'm talking about Tommy Jake rematch should happen in London.
Oh.
I think the Tommy Jake rematch should happen in London because he's the winner. He should do it as the winner. You should say, I want to do it in my home ground now. Go up Manchester.
What?
True, yeah.
Where's he from?
I think it's Rotherham because Tyson Fury said he wanted to buy Rotherham.
Oh, really?
I think that's the area he's from. His little port town, I think. Don't know.
Oh, you fucking
complete.
Yeah, drops a bit of knowledge right there. Yeah, no. If Jake wins as well, then we're just gonna get a Jake Paul Tommy free local trilogy fight.
Oh, be like Deontay Wilder and Fury. Is that right?
Really?
Yeah. Is that right? Did I get that correct?
No, but Jake and JJ were meant to fight at the end of the year, weren't they? So that's definitely.
I don't think that will happen.
No,
it's just too close to fights, isn't it?
I've got a question for you boys.
Yeah.
Did you watch much of the build-up?
I watched about half of the fight before.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So in the build-up, the BT Sport pundits were saying, they were almost putting out disclaimers, basically saying, remember that not everyone can do boxing in a safe and like careful manner. These guys have been training and all this sort of stuff because they were like, oh, we've got an influencer audience watching this boxing event, and kind of they patronize in a tiny bit about the audience watching the boxing fight.
Realistically, normal big fights will be watched by older people. They're not going to have like 12-year-olds really watching them. Whereas this one, as Jake Paul fans, whatever, and Tommy fans who are naturally going to be younger, I think that's the right precedent to set.
I think there were a lot of criticism of that coverage online.
Really?
I do agree with what you're saying here.
Nah, the best thing of the entire event, right, was when Logan was doing the interview. And he's talking about his brother, and he's like, yeah, blah, 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 you're doing so well, blah, blah, I love you, bro. And the interviewer turns around and goes, I love you too, man.
Talking about Jake. It's hella awkward.
Nah, that was unbelievable.
What do you think of the actual post-match stuff?
The post-match stuff, incredible. I had a great time. Did you see my tweet?
Bro,
replied to Logan Paul.
You were going crazy.
Pull that one up up right now.
That's a meme.
It was me replying to Logan Paul saying me turning up to collect my equity in Prime, and it's a picture of Theo looking absolutely horrendous.
It was at my prom. That's my prom.
Yeah, your trim was
mad. Thick hair.
Yeah.
Mad.
Almost too much hair.
Too much hair that they had to take it away from me as the older I got. Though the numbers on them tweets are doing serious numbers.
Yeah.
It's because it's a funny pic. It could be a meme.
I just secured you equity in Prime, my friend.
I'm still waiting for it though.
Don't worry, I'm sure the contracts will come soon.
Do we think that Theo deserves something here? Because look,
that's a great point.
I think you do, but I also think that.
Where are you going with this?
Go on.
Wait, what?
Go on.
Where are you going with
Where are you going with that?
I could never see you going to Logan and say, "Where's my steak?
Where's my cup, brother?"
I don't get it. What do you mean your steak?
He's saying you'll
medium
back
rare.
yourself. What? How have you got to medium rare?
I said steak.
It's talking about the steak in the company, like your cut.
No, I don't want steak in the company. I just want giving them $1 million.
Yeah. I think you deserve that.
My efforts. Boys, I'm in negative I'm in negative right now. Flights and hotels.
Overdraft.
They cost money.
Oh, he's in his overdraft. Right. Look down that lens. Tell Logan Paul what you want right now.
1 M's.
No. Address Logan for me.
And
Say,
Mayweather.
Logan Paul.
And Mayweather. Mayweather needs to hold that L.
Nah, Mayweather didn't. Did you see the stadium?
I want to say sorry that Mayweather's having to sell out to 10 people in the O2. I just want to apologise. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Well, he's not going to give you a mil if you say that, is he?
Nah, man, he's a short guy. I could have Mayweather.
Right.
Realistically.
Oh my God, you know what? That's the fight to set up. That's actually the fight. I've just realised, like, Mayweather's fighting, like, whoever right now.
Mayweather would do it, man.
And I'm telling you, Mayweather versus Theo Baker in the UK, what's it, O2 Indigo, is it? Or
We'll do O2 Arena.
What is it? The one next to Wembley?
Wembley Arena.
Wembley Arena, yeah.
Sorry, what am I on about?
O2 Indigo is where fucking Simple Simon had.
God, you won't think
No, I reckon we do Wembley Stadium.
No.
I genuinely reckon, Theo. Wembley,
You reckon I couldn't sell 70,000 tickets?
Wembley Arena, I reckon you can sell out Wembley Arena, you versus Floyd Mayweather. I reckon the UK would turn up for that.
No, O2 Arena, Theo Baker versus Floyd Mayweather is a realistic target. That's what.
How do I get inside
What, you reckon Theo
Is
Baker?
that 20k?
I don't know, man.
How do I get inside Floyd's head? Just calling him like washed.
I don't know, bro.
I think he is washed though.
I think he'll struggle to get inside of his head.
I'll just kick him.
That'll work. That's the one.
Can you imagine start kicking him?
So one thing in the press conference that Tommy Fury said is there was a lot of pressure hanging on his name, being Tommy Fury, part of the Fury family. Everyone said you're going to have to stay in Saudi Arabia, be Cristiano Ronaldo's personal trainer, and you'll not be allowed to come back to the UK with that name. I think personally, obviously he's created his own legacy for himself now. What do you guys think of that point that he said?
I think you saw it in his post-match interview while him saying like, this for me was my world title fight. I thought that was a bit weird. But then he was like, I am Tommy Fury. I think did you see him jump on the ropes and just scream? You could see it, like he just let everything out.
Yeah, he was crying, wasn't he?
He was crying. And I was like, why was he crying? Because mate, that kid, he's 23, had so much pressure on him. His brother is like one of the greatest boxers of all time. His dad is just
a nutcase.
Like he is a Fury, and there is so much pressure riding.
Head of the Fury clan.
Is he?
That's what he said, isn't it?
Clan captain now.
Yeah, no, that's what John Fury said when Jake Paul handed over that gift, and he came over to Jake Paul and he was like, as head of the Fury clan, we accept, or something like that.
Yeah, he handed Jake handed Tommy a baby gift, and he said, "You're a good man.
Yeah.
You're a good, honest man."
But no, you're
Tommy
right.
should have accepted the bet from Jake.
No, I think that was like
that was
sign
smoke and
that
mirrors, man.
Yeah, you know what? Now that we look back on it, he didn't accept that bet. Was that Tommy just not 100% certain?
Well, I think it was. Yeah.
It has to be.
Look, I'm not being funny. He knew in his head that he was going to win, okay? Because you wouldn't go through that camp without thinking you're going to win.
Yep.
It's just another bit of fucking pressure he didn't need.
Yeah.
So why would he say, yeah, go on there and then in his head have that inner battle like, oh, if I fuck this, I've lost my complete person. I've humiliated myself for free.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
It was high risk, high reward. But
did you see he had filter by Molly May on one of his sponsors? I reckon he sorted her a freebie.
You reckon his missus, he's sorting a freebie out? Yeah. Makes sense,
He said,
mate.
yeah, come on, filter by Molly May. Look at, we're talking about it now. We've been conned.
Nah.
We've been tricked. We've been rumbled.
I think there was a lot of pressure on that situation as well. Like everyone's saying she was the breadwinner and all that.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to come out and prove
it is
something, man.
peak though, because he for a long time he's living in the shadow of his name and his brother. And like he needs to pave his own way, and this is the start of it for him, I think.
Now there's going to go again.
Oh, he has to again. But the thing is, if he loses the next fight against Jake, I don't think he will, but
nah,
he won't. He
might.
Look,
he might.
He might.
This is the thing. I think
the insight is incredible.
He might.
Nah, with a rematch, genuinely though, a rematch, I think people underestimate it because realistically, they've already been in the ring with them.
Yep.
They know how they move. Like Tommy could have knocked Jake out if he'd like hit harder in a couple of moments. Like, he had him so many times.
Jake could have knocked Tommy if he connected with more punches and hit him a bit harder. That's exactly what you just said.
Brother.
No, that's not what I said. He had him in moments where he had him against the ropes and stuff.
Yeah, there were moments where he was in a couple flurries coming in, but he weren't really hitting that
Tommy
hard.
didn't knock Jake down. Jake knocked Tommy down.
Like Jake did, there wasn't a moment where I thought Jake was going to get knocked out. There was like little bits where I was like, oh, could be something happening here, but he didn't look wobbled.
They both took some punches though, didn't they? They both really took him well.
Huge chins.
Yeah.
Massive chins.
Massive. I still reckon I could have all of them.
Okay, final question for you.
Yeah.
What professional fighter do you want to see Tommy Fury fight next?
Anthony Joshua.
I just want to see him fight Jake Paul again.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jake Paul and KSI.
The fact that
That's what I'm invested in.
one night.
I don't know enough about actual boxing.
No.
And I'm enjoying this influencer boxing so much. Seeing all my friends box, all this kind of thing. I want that. So I want to see him just go down that route.
Do you think the fact that we're not even thinking of a professional fighter and we're thinking of an influencer fighter shows the influence of what influencer boxing has done now to the sport?
It's a great question, Jeffrey.
It might have, I think it's helped the sport.
I think for the younger people.
It's brought younger people into the sport, which at the end of the day is what you want. But at the same time, it might have also tarnished or harnessed
in general.
boxing in general.
Yep.
So where is this going? I don't know. We'll find out over the next few years.
It looks like it's just going to be separate. It's two separate entities, right?
But
Misfits has got its own division.
Yeah, but my point is, if so many of these young generations are more interested in the influencer side,
they won't be interested.
They won't be interested in the professional side.
I mean, it might also help the sport grow in general.
I hope so.
Who knows?
It's a scary sport, though. You're literally going into a ring to knock the other person out.
You've been there, mate. You and Joe Weller.
I think the training process of it is much more sort of rewarding than people that
And ever since you started this training regime, you've got so stoic these days.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Brody, I'd love to see you on an undercard, but we do need you here, and we can't have you going to a free mum camp.
I want to see Tom Garrett versus Bovey.
That would be a good fight. Let's get Tom Garrett on a little undercard.
Do you reckon I should do it? Should I get back in the old waka waka?
How much money is it going to take for you to get on one of these undercards, these Misfits undercards?
Life-changing amount of money.
300, 400 grand? Would you do it for 300, 400 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Could buy a house with that.
I tell you, no, you on an undercard though would be huge.
But I would be shit.
Nah, not necessarily.
No, I would be shit. I don't like getting punched in the face. I don't like hitting people in the face.
Neither did Deji when he started though.
I like fitness though.
Exactly. So you know you'll have a decent cardio.
Brother, I did my back in 2 days ago playing golf. Imagine me getting hit in the face.
Yeah, you know what? I'm lying to myself. You're made of glass.
I know, but when it comes down to like fitness and all that, I can do it, fam.
On that note, I think
that is definitely on a note that I want to end this. Please get me out of here. Goodbye.